Okay, we cap radio, bong hits and cameos. That's a perfect ratio. Yeah, let's get high and watch a movie, blowing bomb haze. Me and my fiance, we cap all day. Let's get high and watch a movie.
Welcome back to Weed Cap Radio. I'm your host Caleb. With me, as always, my fiance Lauren. And tonight we got a special guest in the house, the Rain Train, Mike Rainey. How are you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm great. Thank you guys for having me. And is that Crack Amigo on the theme song?
Yes. Of course it is, dude. He's
God.
He's a good friend. He was just on last week. He's on the show a couple of times. He's the man.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite people, and it's crazy because like I don't know, naturally, like I don't know, when you hear a white guy rapping, I instantly want to hate it. But then when I first heard his song, like I went in wanting to hate it, and I forget what the first song I heard was, but then I was just like, all right, this is really good. And then every song that I've heard since then just gets better somehow.
Oh, dude, he's like a ninja at rapping or something. And the craziest part is then you meet him and like, you know, like from the songs, he's like a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the nicest dude, sweetest guy, and just, you know, probably the most talented rapper I've ever met.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
He's and also like I've heard some of his songs that aren't even like comedy songs, and he's just incredible. Like it's like he's almost pigeonholing himself by doing the comedy raps, you know?
Yeah, he can really do anything, and like he's I don't know, he's funny, he's interesting. I don't know, he might be the complete man.
He's the real ass dude of the week. That's for sure. No, dude. So before we get into everything, I'm a huge fan of yours. Lauren's not super into comedy, but she's a fan of yours as well.
Thank you,
but
guys.
I got into you in like a super weird way. So like I used to do stand up in Baltimore and everything. And you think like I would like know you from like, you know, the Philly scene or something, because I'm in Baltimore. We're not super far apart. Like Shane used to do all the mics at High Tops that we all used to do and everything. But yeah. I got into you because you were a bit of a tastemaker in a Facebook group that we were in together called Hoagie Gurus.
Oh, dude. I was just in there a little while ago before I came on here tonight. And there was one that somebody posted earlier that really pissed me off.
What was it, dude? We got to get into it because you're like
Is he a legend?
Yeah, dude, we were hobnobbing together in this hoagie. You and I have had full-blown conversations. I don't expect you to remember, but you and I have had like dissertations on what makes a good hoagie.
Okay, man. Obviously, a man of good taste, and it's good to hear your voice paired with the excellent hoagie opinions that you have.
I was gonna say it hasn't been recently though, because he's been kicked off of Facebook for a couple months.
I said a homophobic slur in reference to somebody who was shit talking the new NASCAR video game.
Okay.
And I've been permanently banned from Facebook.
Yeah.
So, dude,
you gotta go.
Yeah. I've been
free you first and foremost, man.
I've been having to get my hoagie news like the old fashioned way on like message boards and shit. So
dude, I'll give you my password. If you want to check in on Hoagie Gurus, you can use my account. And dude, I'm willing to risk us both getting kicked out because as someone with opinions as nuanced as yours, they're few and far between in Hoagie Gurus.
Of course, dude. There's like it's almost like every fucking mouth breathing chud found their way to that group.
Yeah.
I've never met dumber people in my entire life. But if you want to, what set you off tonight? Because I know it's gonna piss me right off,
dude. It was a hoagie that just looked like absolute dog shit from this. I don't remember the place. It was in Maryland somewhere.
Oh,
and there are some good ones. I think there's one that looks pretty decent called Sonny's, and I think it's in Elkton, Maryland.
Elkton, Sonny's in Elkton is good. Pastori's is good on Lock
I've
Raven
seen
Boulevard.
that on there. Yeah, that looks good, but there was one that somebody posted tonight. And sometimes I think people are rage baiting, but like this didn't feel like a rage bait. And it was just like, you got to be kidding me with this shit. This looks terrible.
This was pure ignorance. That's the thing, is that these people don't know what they don't know.
Yeah, and it's like you almost want to like lay off the gas a little bit for that reason. But if you're in Hoagie Gurus, like you've probably seen your fair share of hoagies. And you should ignorance. I don't know. I think it's almost like, I don't know. You almost can't claim it at this point if you're in a group called Hoagie Gurus.
Yeah, like once you get into like the fucking fan groups of something or like the appreciation groups, you're kind of presenting yourself as like an aficionado.
Yeah, and that's a great point, dude. Like I learned my lesson the hard way. I'm trying to think. Like I think the closest thing I could probably relate this to is like online gaming. Like I'm not a big gamer. Like my gaming heyday was like late 80s, early 90s with Nintendo and Sega Genesis. But I think it's part of like not wanting to feel old. So it's like, oh, I want to try something new and see what everybody's into these days. Because I'm usually the oldest guy like in my friend groups, and I'm 47, so most people I interact with are like around 40 or maybe even like mid 30s, and everybody games. So I'm like, oh, cool. Let me see what online gaming is about. And a few years back, a game came out, Friday the 13th. It was based upon the movie series, and I was like, oh, this looks fun. And as soon as I started playing like against people who I didn't know, it was horrific. And it was like clear that these people like were in like they're in a different world than I was. And on top of that too, aside from just being like leaps and bounds better than I was at this game, like they were humiliating me. And it was like, after hearing like the fifth Latin teenager call me a homophobic slur, I was like, all right, I don't think I'm meant for the world of online. Yeah, thanks a lot, dude.
Well, let me ask you this. Was it Cicelli's Italian Market in Hagerstown, Maryland? Lauren just handed me her phone. Was it this fucking sloppy pile of rabbit food that somebody's trying to pass off as a hoagie?
Does it look like a screenshot from like an Instagram story where there's two like text lines in the photo?
Oh, that was Delaware. Scroll up.
Delaware?
Yeah.
Oh. Pretty standard. Yeah. I mean, standard for the fucking
said something Delaware, I thought.
Yeah, triple D's, which is crazy.
That might be
have a poor hoagie named after the best size of titty.
Yeah, you're really setting yourself up for that one, man. But it's just, every now and again, like I don't know. I don't think I like to feed into online negativity. So if I see something I don't like, I usually just keep scrolling. But when I saw this, I think I think I had a comment. I think I just wrote brutal or something like that. Just I don't know. I don't understand why anybody would post anything that looked that bad.
It looks more like a crime scene than a hoagie. I mean, they're just like flesh colored ham laid across the top. And it's it's crazy because it's a place called Triple D's, all right, which is a fantastic name for a place.
Yeah.
It's in Newcastle, Delaware, which is my favorite beer of all time. I know you're a sober person, but a brown ale doesn't get better than that.
Oh, I remember that. That was good.
Newcastle's it's the best beer. I don't know. For a while, that fuck ass Lagunitas out of California. They had the rights to it, and they were just like, it tasted like pennies.
Oh, no.
Kind of tasted like a washed asshole.
Like a butthole.
Yeah. It just had like this really weird copper taste. But recently they went back to the clear bottles and everything's all good. Mm-hmm. But it's crazy that a place that has everything going for it would put out some slop like that.
Yeah, that's brutal, man. Do you guys have a favorite hoagie?
I do have a favorite hoagie. I'm gonna say mine, to be frank with you, is going to be Pastori's in Maryland on Loch Raven Boulevard, because they do something, and this isn't a traditional, it is an Italian hoagie, but what they do is they have some sort of Italian olive salad that they put on top of it, which sounds
like a muffaletta, that kind of sandwich plus an Italian combo.
Yes, it's good. It really tickles me to death. I'll also be honest. For a chain place, I don't know if it gets better than Primo Hoagie's Italian Diablo.
I was gonna say,
I'm with you. Like I think there were like 3 or 4 hoagies I would typically get from Primo's, and it didn't help that I lived around the corner from one when I lived in Delco, and I feel spoiled. Just when I was in Delco, it's like I could be in Philly in 20 minutes, or there were still a million places in Delco where I could go to get a first class hoagie, but oftentimes I would just go up the street to Primo's because they're that good.
Mm-hmm. They are that good, and they offer something that a lot of these little places, whether we want to admit it or not, they lack sometimes consistency, because you got a dude on Suboxone one day and he's falling asleep and he forgets to put something on.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a big sweet peppers guy. I like a nice sweet pepper on my hoagie.
Yeah.
And sometimes you go to these places, they don't have sweet peppers. Primo's always got the sweet peppers on lock.
Caleb, this is part of why I'm so pissed off that you're not in Hoagie Gurus anymore. It's because having the kind of nuance to mention like employee hoagie construction consistency would be lost on the mental midgets that populate groups like fucking Hoagie Gurus.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I couldn't agree with you more. When we hang up, I'm going to send you some PowerPoints I've made.
Yeah. Okay.
And we'll go through those, and maybe you can post them on my behalf. You know.
All right. Yes, I'd be willing to do that, brother, because you clearly earn the right to be in that group, dude. Oh, and one thing I want to mention is you mentioned about having like an olive like salad on top of the sandwich. It's crazy you mentioned that because this past Sunday, my buddy Tommy Pope, he made me an Italian hoagie.
Oh,
and
Tom.
I mentioned, who are we talking about? Crackamico being the ultimate man. Like Tommy's like another contender for ultimate man.
Of course.
But he made me an Italian hoagie, and it was one of the top 5 hoagies I've ever had. Part of that reason is because it had some new flavors that I hadn't experienced yet on an Italian hoagie. And part of that was an olive puree that he put on one side of the bread. And on the other side was like something that I was, unabashedly opposed to, which was a smear of mayonnaise, which I would never put on an Italian hoagie.
Oh,
But Tommy did both, and they were both delicious.
See, now that's the thing, is that the mayo plays off of the olive so well, the saltiness of the olive, the creaminess of the mayo. When I go to Pastori's, I'm mayo all day on an Italian hoagie with vinegar.
Wow.
With vinegar, because it when you mix vinegar with mayonnaise on an Italian hoagie with the olive spread, some sweet peppers, it creates this almost like a dance.
it's like a condiment on its own, and you don't need the oil.
That's
the
correct.
mayo is the oil.
That's correct.
Yeah, that's a really good point. And it's something I would have never considered just because I'm just not a big mayo guy. I think just
You're a
because
purist. There's no shame in that. You're a purist.
Dude, I agree with that. And then also, Caleb, I think it's just because, in things that I've had, in foods that I've had mayonnaise with, they've typically been like gobbed up with mayo. Whereas this was the first time where I was kind of taught that the distribution of mayo is more about the consistency more so than the flavor.
Yeah, this was a tasteful application of mayonnaise.
Yeah, it was really something insane that I would have never went for. But yeah, the tasteful application of mayonnaise is something I never would have
only
pictured myself agreeing with.
With a perfectly manicured salt and pepper beard with a heavier mustache like Tommy Pope. These are things that only he could cook up in his mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's I trust him. I trust him 100%, especially with food. And he pointed me in the right direction, and it was one of the top 5 sandwiches I've ever had.
Well, and you know what? It was made with the confidence of a man who freely talks about being blown by transsexuals. He was ahead of the stigma. Bro, you know what I mean? There's no shame in it, but we're a progressive podcast here.
Caleb's dad. Caleb's over there fucking trannies all the time.
My dad's been banging trannies since the late 90s.
That's right.
It's a thing of his. It's a huge, mostly induced with crack cocaine, but he's very open about it. He loves it.
We're supportive.
We helped him move. There was a 12-inch black dildo called the LA Special that he had beside his bed.
And a Fifi bag.
And he had a prison. He has done some time. My father has done some time. And some habits die hard. You bring some habits home with you. There was a Fifi bag made with sponges and a rubber glove.
Oh, man.
He didn't care to put away when he asked us to help him move.
Yeah.
Sounds like a really cool guy, man. And I think I would get along with him really well.
Yeah. No doubt. So, hey, you picked the movie. You picked the movie this week, which is Naked Gun, which I had never seen before.
Yeah, me either.
You're serious? You guys have never seen it?
Seriously?
I swear to God, dude.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's I mean, I love it on its own, but also like there's an emotional connection to it where I got to see it in the theater with my dad. And my dad was like not a very like chill guy, but like when we would go to see comedies in the theater, like he would let loose and like I would see a different side of him. So Naked Gun was one of the first times I remember seeing my dad be that way. So like even to this day, I think the movie's fucking hilarious and is, one of the best comedies like ever made. But a big part of why I feel so strongly about the movie is just because of like I was able to see my dad enjoy himself so much watching it.
It lifted the veil for
That
you.
is so fucking
Yeah.
touching.
Yeah,
Oh
dude.
my
Yeah.
God.
Same thing with my dad showed me Peter North when I was like 14. Same exact thing, dude. Same exact thing.
All right, you're making me tear up.
No, so this not only is this movie great, so I did a little bit of research. And also real quick, while we were watching this, I genuinely feel like I haven't seen the remake because I never saw the first one, so it wasn't appealing to me.
Yeah.
I feel like the remake, if they did anything other than have the main character played by Liam Neeson be an ICE agent, that's healing. If they would have thrown an ICE angle on this, we'd be all holding hands and singing Kumbaya.
Yeah,
that's what they should have done.
Dude, I think they missed it by like a matter of months, but I agree
was
with you.
gonna
That would have been really right on.
The timing was.
I think it's been brewing for a minute. I mean, like I don't know what these like location scouts did, but like if one of them just ended up in Minnesota, we were fine. Also, like, what a harken back to a beautiful time where a man could be named Leslie.
I know, man, and he looked like a Leslie, like, and it was nice seeing like a guy like with a nice solid head, a thick neck. And I think he's tall. Like he seems like a man's man, just getting, kind of like taking the bullet for all the other Leslies out there.
Oh, he presents as tall. Even if he's not tall, he has a very tall presence. And
yeah,
one thing that I think that I was watching this movie and I was like, dude, like every decade, the height that men wear their pants has been coming down.
Yes.
And I don't know if there's a correlation between that and like the collapse of a civilized, nation.
Hike them britches up.
But like I had a great grandfather who would go to give you money out of his wallet and he'd reach over his shoulder.
And he was right by his titty.
Yeah, dude. He would be like, "Oh, you need $1?" And he would just fucking reach behind his shoulder and pull his wallet out.
You're on to something here, man. No, you're on to something. It's like I don't know. I'm instinctively pulling up my pants now as I'm answering, but because there's definitely something to that. I would say, all right, somewhere between like the belly button and the bottom of your tit is probably where I think my pants are going to start going now.
That dude, right. And that's the thing too is that back then they had class. They called them dungarees, which just sounds so much better. Oh, let me hike up my dungarees.
Yeah.
And then every inch that we've wandered down has been an inch that we've strayed further from God.
Yeah, dude, it's I don't know. I think you're tapping into something here that I don't think the rest of the world's ready for.
Well, I have something for both of your egos. What if it's because over time men's dicks have gotten bigger? They need more room.
That's not been my experience.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah.
Maybe it's the balls. I don't know.
That has been my experience.
Yeah, if that case, I should be wearing mine up to my chin.
Yeah, Mike's got pants like a beard net, and I'm right there with him.
Hey, I was just trying to be nice.
I fucking hook my belt loops onto my ears. And dude, another thing too is like it's not a good thing to use AI, but sometimes I'll use it to compile a list. AI is getting smarter, and it's kind of getting scary. Because I asked AI, this is a true story, right before we started, I asked AI to assemble a list of famous men named Leslie.
Okay. What did it come up with?
It came up with Leslie Nielsen, of course, the star of this movie, real man's man who was a gunner on a Canadian Air Force plane. I mean, he fought in wars. Wow. He was a man's man. Then it came up with Leslie Jordan, who is that fruit from Will and Grace? Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Yeah.
Another dude who just...
Don't we have that sound clip somewhere?
I have it on the soundboard. Can't stop rocking.
He's dead. He's
awesome
actually
guy.
dead. He's dead, though.
Then it... Oh, no. Oh, my God.
He is dead,
He had a heart attack while he was driving in Los Angeles and, like, took out, like, a bunch of people at a bistro.
Yeah, but he died. I mean...
Did any of them die?
No. I think they were just horribly mangled.
Oh my God. That's honestly, if you do get smoked by an old gay guy in Hollywood, like that's got to be, a nice last image. You see this little sweet face behind those little knuckles, barely being able to look over the steering wheel, just sending you to heaven.
You crawl and open the door of his Mercedes, and he's got a handkerchief just tucked into his suit
He's
pocket.
sitting on some yellow pages.
And then it came up with Leslie West, who was in that band Mountain, I think, who wrote that song Mississippi Queen. You know,
yeah.
Oh, that is a good
so
song.
that's a Leslie.
Classic.
And then finally it gave me Leslie Jones of Saturday Night Live fame.
Yeah. The most masculine Leslie out of the group.
That is true.
No doubt, dude. I couldn't believe it. And I was like, I was like, are there any corrections you'd like to make? And they're like, nope, these are all famous men named Leslie.
Damn.
Yeah, it's like that's one of the things that makes me hopeful because like there was a time like fairly recently where I was like kind of scared about AI, specifically in regards to like podcasting and comedy. It's like, all right, man, I'm doing okay right now for the first time ever, but it's just like, oh man, I could easily be taken over by computers. But then you see shit like that, and you're just like, all right, there's at least one chink in the armor every now and again, and I might be okay for a little while.
Yeah, I feel like we got like 20 good years left before it really gets out of hand. Like
I'm glad you said
I'll probably be. If I keep eating hoagies like this, I'll be dead. It's not my problem.
Yeah, we'll be all right.
I feel like. Go ahead.
Have you ever had gout yet?
No, I appreciate you asking. I'm riddled with blood pressure issues, kidney stones. I hit my head at work really bad today, and my boss saw it, and he's making me file some sort of thing. But I've never had gout yet. And now I've seen Bobby Hill have gout from eating cow tongue. That's where the crystals between your toes it forms crystals. You've had gout?
Yeah, it's like it's like a buildup of uric acid, and it forms in your joints. And it's for most people, it happens in your toes. And I got it in my big toe and in my right ankle. And I had no idea what it was. It's like gout just sounds like disgusting. It doesn't sound like something that is painful. It just sounds like something that you would be like, ew, get that away from me.
It sounds like a fungal infection.
It does. Yeah. And it's like there was like 4 days where I thought I broke my foot. And there was one day, like the day before it started hurting, I was like doing like wind sprints with my son because he was getting ready for basketball. And I was like, it's gotta be because of that. Cause I'm fucking 45 and I'm doing like wind sprints outside. And I went to the doctor, and within like 3 questions, she's like, oh, you have gout. And she's like, yeah, she's like, usually it happens like when people drink too much. She's like, but also it can happen if you have like if you have a diet that involves a lot of processed foods, because at the time, it's like I said, like I was living a couple blocks from Primo's, and I lived like within a mile of this really great Italian specialty store called Toludo's. So most of my meals this summer were coming from either fucking Primo's or Toludo's. Every lunch, every day for lunch, I would get one or either of those.
Yeah.
And that's what did it. And it was just like, bro, I'm telling you, it's like it's insane how painful this shit is just from eating fucking ham.
That's crazy. But did it get swollen?
It was swollen. I'll see if I can send you a picture after this, but like it was crazy. It looked like if you have like a broken ankle. It was just like there's definitely something fucked inside of there. And then but it's gout? Crazy. It was gout, Lauren. It's like all you could really do is they tell you to like hydrate like crazy and eat a ton of cherries. And the cherries help like break down the uric acid. And sure enough, within like a couple of days, like I was freaking out because I was about to go to Disney, and like everybody there's like fucking riddled with foot issues to begin with.
Oh,
of course.
So I mean, I would have fit right in, but like I was pretty good by the time we went to Disney, and you know, it held up throughout the trip, but then like I had another flare up a couple weeks later.
Oh my
fuck, dude. It's a miracle that hasn't happened to me.
It is kind of crazy.
I don't want to get too personal, Mike. So
yeah.
I really apologize if this is an overstep, but were you not whacked on painkillers when you went to Disney?
Not that time. Back
in it was a different time.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, dude.
Dude, Disney, there's always some easily avoidable issue that I impose upon myself when I'm getting ready for a Disney trip.
All right, what's the ailment this time?
Yeah.
Gout? I'm very surprised I haven't had gout because I recently.
It seems like something you'd have. It's like a medieval disease.
Oh,
no
dude,
offense.
it is.
I went to the hospital when
He had pleurisy.
I had pleurisy. Do you know what pleurisy is?
No, but I can't wait to find out.
It's like the shit that killed like the Duke of York and shit. I fucking woke up in the middle of the night. Right, this is right when COVID started, like a week after the shutdown happened. I woke up in the middle of the night and I thought I was having a heart attack. Like I couldn't take a breath, and I'm like, dude, the hoagie reapers come to fucking collect us, you know. So I drive myself to the ER. They don't care about me because they're like, this is like when COVID first popped off, and they're like, we're you know, like we're treating the ER like it's a Resident Evil level where they're like hanging plastic and shit. So I'm like, dude, I think I'm having a heart attack. They hook me up. They're like, your vitals are fine. Your heart rate's going crazy. You need to calm down. And I'm like, yeah, well, that's easy for you to say. I feel like I'm dying. And long story short, pleurisy is something that used to kill weak men in the 1700s through like the 1300s, where the lining of your lung gets inflamed, like the outside, the pleura.
Oh, dude.
And it just, dude, it came because I had a weed vaporizer, like a flower vaporizer that I never cleaned. And apparently some funk had congregated in there, and I was, it had started tasting kind of sour, but I kind of liked it. Yeah. And that's what happened. So it's really a miracle that I haven't gotten gout yet.
Well, you're a miracle, dude. I mean, you know, I don't want to like overlook this, but like we are walking, talking miracles, and I think you know, we've defied the odds, and there, but for the grace of God, go us.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Have you had any other strange ailments? If that's not too much of it, is this not like you know?
Oh, dude, I'll answer anything. I'm an open book, baby. Yeah, I think that's like the worst. But for somebody who eats like a fucking kid with dead parents, like I am pretty healthy. I've only been hurt like kind of bad a few times, and yeah, dude, like I'm hard pressed to think of anything like since gout, which has really fucked me up.
Damn, dude, I can tell that hurt you because like just the tone in your voice is like you came back from like a war or something, where you're just like that gout, dude. I'm trying to reintegrate. You're just trying to fucking.
It was nuts. Part of why it was so bad is because you know it got better initially, but then a couple weeks later it came back with a vengeance, and I was traveling when it came back, and I drove up to New England to do a couple shows with my buddies Ryan Shaner and Jimmy Gillespie, and they thought I was fucking around.
Oh yeah,
and they thought I was fucking around because like I would like toward the end of the first day, like I was limping, and they're just like, it's gout's acting up, I bet. And I'm like, dude, I think it really is. And by like the next morning, like it had blown back up, and I was like, dude, this is so fucking embarrassing because as painful as it is, it's more embarrassing than anything else because you do this shit to yourself.
Right, like somebody looks at you and they're like, "That's a meat eater," like, you know what I mean? Like, because gout, like you said, it's from drinking. It's like gout is one of those things where like men in like a body shop or something see a guy with gout and they're like, "That dude's got to start taking care of himself."
Yes, yeah, and that's exactly what it is, and it's like. I look like a guy that's going to get every fucked up malady possible. Like I don't look like somebody who's like, I don't know, the pinnacle of health. Like I'm covered in freckles, and it's like I look like I'm going to die in a very weird way. So gout fits perfectly for what I am.
Well, if it makes you feel better, my 90-year-old grandma got gout, and she was like,
that's because
really
she was
thin, but she just ate canned food all the time.
Yeah, she was a big Friskies fan.
Yeah.
She was on the Blue Buffalo plan. We had her when she was
rest in peace.
She was eating like liver paste and shit.
She was eating spam. She was eating spam and weird meat out of cans. I don't know.
Spam is good.
I know. I'm
not going to front on spam. Spam's pretty all right. I didn't like the figgy pudding spam that they put out. They fucking honeypotted me with that because I love Christmas. So
that was nasty.
They hit this Christmas special figgy pudding, and I'd never had figgy pudding. You hear about it every year. You hear about figgy pudding, but no one really.
It's British, I think.
Yeah, it's just cloves. It tasted like a clove cigarette with ham.
Ew.
That was bad.
Yeah, that was pretty rough.
Regular ass spam is pretty good. I haven't had it in forever, but I used to have it all the time. I used to work at this mental health facility, and they used to serve it for breakfast almost every day. And I would never even think as much of a pig as I am. Like this was back in like I think like 2006 maybe. So I was like not as unhealthy as I eventually became. So like the thought of eating spam like never would have occurred to me. And then like I had a piece of it one day. I was like, man, this is actually pretty good. And then I just kept eating it every time they had it.
Yeah, it's addictive.
great.
That's how it starts, dude. That's a textbook fucking.
This is how you get gout, though.
Yeah,
it's how it starts. Yeah, it's like you're before that you're like, dude, I would never ever try fucking spam. And the next thing you know it, you're fucking mainlining it.
Yeah, next thing you know, you wake up covered in tripe. You're eating a cow's tongue or some shit.
God damn, no.
No, I mean, look, spams, I don't care about. So, like, people always say, like, hot dogs or whatever, disgusting.
Lips and assholes.
That stuff doesn't bother me.
No, I love them.
You love lips and assholes.
Oh, my God, dude. Lips and assholes the best. I will eat a Sheetz hot dog. Like, you're from PA. You know Sheetz.
Yeah, I've only been there a couple times. Like, I live... We're like fucking riddled with Wawas, which I think are great. But the times I've had Sheetz have been really good.
I got a problem with Wawa, and I hate to say that as a guy in Baltimore, and
we have both equally Sheetz and Wawa.
Yeah.
They're like equal here.
I got a hoagie on a Friday. I was working at a body shop. I got an Italian hoagie from Wawa, just as a little treat, just a little throwaway. Yeah. I'll get the real hoagie tonight. This is just to hold me off. This is hoagie Suboxone. I'm just gonna wet my beak a little bit, and then I'll get into the treat this evening. Yep. So I get this hoagie. I come back to I'm eating it at my desk. And I opened it up, and it was exceptionally wet. Like it was like not even soggy. Like there was standing water on it.
Ew.
And I was like, yo, they went crazy with the vinegar. It's all good. And when I was eating it, it had like a vinegar tang. I was all good. I went to Lauren and I didn't live together. I went to her house after work. I got pissed drunk. I got like absolutely pissed drunk. And I sat straight up out of bed like the Undertaker.
Yeah.
Oh no.
At like 3 p.m. and projectile vomited and just couldn't stop, dude. And like, honestly, I thought I had some sort of meningitis because not only did I get what I assume is food poisoning, but I couldn't turn my neck for like days.
Oh my God, dude.
I know. And I didn't have health insurance. So I couldn't, I literally couldn't, I would have to turn my whole body like I was attached to a board. So I try to keep away from Wawa, but we
have been back there though since. It's just not. He doesn't really get sandwiches. From
I can't. Yeah. I'll get a cream cheese pretzel. You blame him? But it's funny that I'm turning my nose up at a Wawa hoagie, but I'm preaching the two for $1 hot dogs from Sheetz to everyone who will listen.
What about Rudders?
Rudders is sick. Rudders Rudders does it right, and they fly under the radar. No one.
What is it?
Rudders is a gas station in South Central Pennsylvania that blows almost every other gas station out of the water.
Oh, that's interesting. I never heard of that.
You've never heard of Rudders?
Yeah. No, the next time I come down that area, I would like to try that because that sounds right up my alley.
It's like, do you know what a Highs is? Do you have Highs?
No, what is that?
Oh my God.
Oh, Highs is another South Central Pennsylvania, Maryland thing. So there's two, they're both, they call them dairy stores or farm stores.
Right.
So they got this crazy chocolate milk. They got both of these. I mean, they're neck and neck.
I would say Highs is equivalent to like a 7-Eleven though.
But with
more,
I eat crab cakes from Highs. What the fuck are you talking about?
More options is what I was about to say. Okay, 7-Eleven has pizza and taquitos and whatever else.
It's fresh caught rockfish sandwiches from.
Yeah, that is a little crazy. That Highs sells
fresh caught right out of the Dundalk Back River.
You never had any issues with it?
Never.
Not with that, but he had Wawa food poisoning. So I don't know what that
my God.
No, dude, I go crazy with Highs, with Rudders. One of the best sandwiches I've ever had in my life was an Italian hoagie from Rudders. And they had my grandfather was in the hospital. He was in a coma. I was like raised by my grandparents. I was very close with him. My mom took me to Rudders this was not that long ago. And she was like, let's get sandwiches. And I just sat out in the hospital parking lot inside of like a Chevy Tahoe and ate this. This is the thing, is that it was on a garlic dusted hoagie roll. Not garlic bread, nothing like that. It was almost like when you go to Auntie Anne's, which I'm assuming you're familiar with.
Oh, yeah.
You know the garlic dust on the garlic pretzel?
Yeah.
It was on the bread. And now I don't want to this was a shit hoagie, but it was the kind you need in that moment, if that makes sense.
Dude, it's everything you said up to this point. It was like I feel like I was being transported to a different dimension. Like just sitting in a truck by yourself, eating a hoagie in a hospital parking lot. Like I think like if I had like a day left to live, like that's what I would choose to do.
Yeah, dude. I was listening to I was sitting in the truck. I was in Hanover, Pennsylvania, which is Snacktown, USA, the home of Utz potato
That's right.
chips.
Mhm.
I'm sitting in the Hanover. I'm sitting there, and I have that. You know that song that's like, "We all seen a man outside a liquor store begging for
Oh
change."
my God, what it's like.
And
Isn't
I'm
it called,
just
like what it's like?
what it's like, and I'm just shoveling this fucking garlic hoagie into my mouth, dude. And I'm like, "Damn, Pap's probably gonna die today." It's crazy, dude. I'm fucking ripping zins. This was like I got like 2 coffee zins in my mouth at one time afterwards, just sitting there being like, just hyping myself back up to go to this hospital with all these people I hate around me.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, it was wild. But one of the
one of the best hoagies. He still talks about that, and he can't even get it now. They don't make it anymore. Like I don't know what happened.
That's
it
a
was like
bummer.
some sort of mystical hoagie.
What it was, I think God put me in that rudders. God was like, "Go forth, son." And look, sometimes the best sandwiches are not the sandwich themselves. It's a reprieve from something else.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like you almost need it like an accident, like how Spider-Man was made. Like you need something fucked up to happen, and you're just like, all right, fine, I guess I eat it because I'm a pig. And then you eat it, you're just like, oh man, this is awesome.
Oh, no doubt, dude. Next time you're in the area, you gotta hit up a Rudders and you gotta hit up a Highs.
Oh, I would love that shit.
Hell yeah, dude. Absolutely.
Do you guys ever get up to Delco?
No, not so. I've been to Delco a bunch with my stepfather.
Yeah.
But I've never we don't get up there too often. We're in Carroll County, Maryland, which is not that far outside of Baltimore.
Okay.
So
we're also really close to Pennsylvania. We're like,
yeah, so I can be in
Okay.
Pennsylvania in like 20 minutes, and we go into like Pennsylvania to grocery shop and shit
go
like
to
that.
York sometimes.
But Delco is east of us.
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, trying to think of like what's closest. All right, so this is like right over like the Delaware PA border. If you guys ever feel like making like a quicker trip than getting deep into the heart of Delco.
Of course.
But there's a town called Boothwyn, Boothwyn.
I'm writing this down.
It's called Boothwyn, and it's right over the PA Delaware border as you get into PA.
Got it.
And there's a little deli called Carmira. It's CAR-MIRA. And it's this little deli in a small shopping center. And it's one of my favorite hoagies. And part of what makes it good is because like it has something on it that like I typically wouldn't get on a hoagie, but it's part of like what makes it really good. They put imported ham on the top after they're done putting everything else on. They put a bunch of imported ham on the top. And I don't know what it is about like construction definitely matters, and not only in regards to just specific ingredients, but how much of what you put on there. And
Sure.
they nail it with like the perfect amount of imported ham right on the top, and they got beautiful like cherry peppers, and they've since like kind of like stretched out their menu a bit and like added some more stuff that's more suitable for like the refined hoagie palate. But I always stick with the classic Italian that they have there. And when you walk in, it just reeks like a good Italian deli should.
That's what you want.
Yeah, like feet a little bit.
Stinks. Yeah, it's got to stink a little bit. And if it stinks like just a little bit, and there's like an Italian grandmom who probably should be dead working the register, I think you're in the right place.
She's got her little gnarled fingers trying to hit the little fucking thing on the cash register.
And the cash register's from like the 1970s or something.
And it almost sounds like a typewriter.
Yeah.
She's fucking missing the thing. She's like, hold on a second.
Yeah, it's got all that shit.
I'm not a smoker. I mean, I smoke weed, but I'm not like a cigarette or cigar smoker. But there's a place in Westminster, Maryland called Giulianova's, and when you walk in, it's got the foot smell, and then there's a wisp of like yesterday smoked cigars,
Oh,
and you're
that's
like,
nice.
somebody was playing poker in this bitch last night.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
give me everything on the menu. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. It's there's some places where you don't want to like be treated with respect. You don't want to walk into a place that looks like I don't know, like the fucking board of health's about to come in and they're always prepared for it. You want a place to be like a little bit fucked up and to just know that like there's some character behind what's going into the sandwich.
No
Yeah.
doubt. I want a place that panics when they see a dude with a clipboard. I want a place that's like, holy fuck. And they
Yeah.
start throwing shit around. There's towels everywhere.
Yeah.
I also, you know what I would do if I was if I owned an Italian deli, I'd put one of those pictures, the dogs playing poker?
Yeah.
It
Dogs
would just
making
be-
hoagies.
It would be, no, it would be dudes playing poker. And people would come in and they'd be like, holy fuck, that's interesting.
Okay.
That's a play. And I would
All
go,
right.
that's a riff on the famous dog poster. What can I get you? That's what I would do. You know?
Well, you got one customer already, man. So just tell me where the store is.
That was his dream for a little bit.
Dude, I used to manage a deli. I used to manage a deli inside of a liquor store.
Yeah.
And I was ripping hoagies out of that place. I mean, I would have, this is the craziest thing too, is that all of the cops would come in at lunchtime
Mm-hmm.
and I would have to fight the fucking urge to spit in their food every day. We don't even hate cops here, but something about
I'm with you, dude.
these particular cops, I'd be like, I'll be right back.
Plus, they were all people that you went to school with.
They're
too.
all people I went to high school with, and
Brutal.
And I'm stoned working in a liquor store deli, and I'm like, "Hey, how you doing, Chris? Yeah, you want it? Yeah." And they're like, "So what do you?" And every day, they're like, "So you still working in this little deli, huh?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, I'll be right back. I got the vinaigrettes in the back. I'll be right back." Working in a deli in a liquor store is fun too, because when you leave, you're getting fucked up.
Oh yeah.
I would just
man.
fucking grab like 2 6-packs and I had an Econoline van, like a 1989 E F-150, and I would drive home to my grandparents. And
It wasn't nice. It was a piece of shit.
Lauren, I was just about to say, how did you ever get a girlfriend like Lauren?
No. He had me first. That's the problem.
All right,
Is that when
dude, he knew he had you, so that makes sense.
Yeah,
man.
we've been together for a decade now, so unfortunately we've been through it all.
I think that's like a bigger indicator of how much somebody loves you, to show you that he's that comfortable with you to get a 40 Econoline.
Yeah.
Dude, it was a sick van. She's got no idea.
He bought it from a white wrapper though.
I bought it from a white wrapper.
And we don't know what was done in that van. That's why I didn't like it.
No, he showed me music videos. I bought it from a white rapper named Prince Vince.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, real nice. So we went on a test drive, and the whole time he's rapping, and he's rapping the same bar over and over. He's going, "Look at the flick of the wrist. She loved when I do what I did," and he's saying that over and over. And he's like, "That's fire, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's sick, dude." And then he shows me a music video that was shot in the van, and it's him. The hook of the song is him going, "Look at the flick of the wrist. You love when I do what I did." And he's like, "That's fire too, right?" And I'm like, "Dude,
dude, you're killing it."
I was like, "Dude, this is phenomenal."
Also, it was girls twerking with their asses out in the back of the van.
And he took me back to his house, and
oh my god,
I'll never forget this. We live in a very lush environment here in Carroll County, Maryland. I mean,
Fields, cows,
aspen bluegrass as far as the eye can see. He took me to a house that is one of those houses where the basement is visible under the siding.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
Around the house, it was like the fucking Sandlot. There wasn't a blade of grass to be seen. I didn't know how he did. I'm like, what the fuck? It looked like Arizona. I was like, what do you like? This is an interesting choice. And he's like, shit don't grow here. And I was like, all right, cool.
Damn, bars.
So then I bought the van. He drove the van to my grandparents' house, and then he forgot to take his tags.
Mm-hmm.
So I had his tags for a while, and I stopped responding to him, and he just showed back up.
Yeah.
But I did find a bunch of like crazy thongs and like snakeskin curtains and stuff. But this van had a bed in the back.
Yeah.
Did it look like it was a fucked up bed or barely used?
No, it was a sick bed, to be honest with you. It It was kind of, there was a TV, there was a bed, there were curtains. It was very nice. It
It
was
smelled
tasteful.
like mildew in there.
That wasn't mildew. That wasn't mildew.
Yes, it
That was swag.
the sweat and mildew and semen and whatever else.
There was no semen.
Oh, I know there was.
There was well, I made semen in it a few times, but there you come home from a long shift at the deli, you drink a couple beers in the driveway, you're gonna make semen.
Yeah. Well, you can't go outside.
No, you can't. I can't jerk off inside my grandparents' house like some sort of fucking degenerate.
Right.
Dude,
I jerk off in the driveway.
Caleb, the way that you just described those stains by saying like that's not semen, that's swag, you sound like a Wigger car salesman. You would be really good at that.
Oh, dude, I should. So I was never a wigger. I was into like I guess like it's so gay. I was like an alternative rap. Like I was into like Aesop Rock.
No, I get
You
that.
know, like I was walking around wearing a scarf and carrying like a thesaurus or something.
Yeah.
But there was a brief period of time when I was 19 or 18 where I was in the Towson Town Center Mall and I saw a truck fit hat. You remember Lil Wayne's
Yeah.
truck fit?
Yeah.
I bought that hat, a lime green truck fit hat, and it became my personality for like 2 months.
No, it's like, is that an expensive hat, if I remember correctly?
It was at Zoomies. It was probably like $35, which is
Yeah.
this is 2012, which is
That
astronomical.
is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like I tried to be a wigger. I really did because I wanted to. Like, there's nothing but positives.
That's our culture, actually, where we're
Yeah.
from. It's like a lot of people. That
Yeah.
Well, I get and there is like an allure to it. Like you kind of have to go through it. It's like, you know how the Amish go through Rumspringa, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
like they can make the choice whether or not to come back to the low lifestyle or just go full bore. It's a being buck wild. Like you kind of have to have like your Wigger Rumspringa.
Yeah, dude, I did.
And then you come back to being great.
Yeah,
and
it's like
I
a
come
fever in
back
the
to just
breaks.
being regular white trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I had to describe myself, I'm NASCAR white trash. Like
I like that. That's good.
I'm not a big gambler, but I will tell you that I wake up with a feeling on Sunday mornings, and it's right probably 45% of the time. Which is,
dude, that's pretty good.
For NASCAR?
yeah. I mean, because it's not like a team sport.
No.
You know, it's 1 out of
Yeah.
38.
Believe me, I've had this conversation.
Yeah, well, you know, it's time that you appreciate everything I do for our family. But no, I mean, there's the problem with being aware. I could pull off a flat brimmed hat.
Yeah.
I'm kind of shaped like Mike Wazowski from Monsters Inc.
Okay.
I could never pull off a wife beater.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think that's being a wigger is like is 99% confidence, and it's like you don't have to look good in it, but as long as you believe that you belong in it, that's what really matters, and that really separates like the long-term wiggers versus the short-term wiggers.
That's true.
Yeah, dude, I'm a horribly unconfident person. I would put on a wife beater and like sit in my room for like, I don't know, maybe 3 minutes. And then I'd catch a glimpse of myself and I'd be like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
I'd be like, I feel nauseous looking at me. I can't go out like this. Also, dude, jean shorts are the shit. And
I know.
Like I grew up wearing jean shorts because I come from a NASCAR family.
No, that was the 90s, baby. That 90s jorts were in. Everybody was wearing them. That's not fair.
I know, but I have a pair in the closet. And
I know.
I popped them on, and I couldn't bring myself to leave the house. I want to.
Bring them out.
Bro, do it. Please do it this summer.
I'm gonna make you.
got you.
I'm gonna make you a promise. If you try Rudders or Highs next time you're in the area, I will rock.
Break out the
For
jorts.
I'll wear them to work for a day. I don't give a fuck.
All right, that's a deal. Lauren, can you make sure he leaves the house at least once in
Yeah.
these things this summer?
I'll take a photo.
Yeah,
All right, cool.
that's cool. We'll post it on the page.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's the craziest apparel choice you've ever made if you had to pick one?
Oh, dude, instantly popped into my brain. My eighth grade graduation present was so you know the brand Starter?
Oh, yeah.
I'm wearing some right now.
Oh, neat. well, dude, they were they were like the height of wigger apparel when I was in eighth grade, which I think was 92. And at the time it seemed like almost like a pipe dream to ever like dress in Starter gear. But I had a very nice aunt who looked out for me, and she got me a really cool Starter jacket. But then when I graduated from eighth grade, she got me this starter jersey that I wanted, and it was Pittsburgh Pirates starter jersey, and it was black with yellow pinstripes, and it had the P on the left chest, and on the back it said Pirates.
Damn, that's
And
sick.
Yeah.
dude, it was, man. And at the time, there was a teenage rap group called Crisscross,
Oh yeah, we know Chris Cross.
yeah, the Jump Guys,
Mm-hmm.
and they were huge, and they wore their shit backwards. So I was pretty overweight at the time, and my aunt gave me this starter jersey, and I had my mom put it on for me backwards, and I'll never forget like looking at myself in the mirror, like as my mom's like finishing up the last few buttons, and I'm putting like earrings in my ears, and I had 3 ear piercings. In my right one, I had a hoop. In my left one, I had a gun earring and a $sign earring.
Oh,
Oh my god.
didn't you sell
And-
me a van?
Dude, it was like I was like truly like I was so deep in the wiggerhood that I was like, dude, I look so cool right now. Like I wish girls
Wow.
could see me.
Wow.
Yeah, you.
But
also,
that was it, man.
when you're describing that, I'm like, it's very 90s Disney movie. You know what I mean?
It really
Like,
was like I was like and I had like gel bangs, and I had denim shorts on too. I didn't have cool sneakers. That was like the one thing that was missing from my outfit. But like I would have made like, I don't know, like a cool like next door fat neighbor.
Oh, okay. I see. I went through a period where everyone was dressing me like Malcolm in the Middle. Like
Did you
I was
like that?
I fucking dude, I still wish I could dress that way.
Yeah.
That is the dude, dressing like Reese from Malcolm in the Middle is
Mhm.
pinnacle male culture.
Yeah, man. I think I would be into that too. Would you consider
can't-
like making this like the summer that you return to Reese?
Yes, that's what I was just about to say.
I
Bring
would
it back.
I would consider that, and I
Mhm.
had bleached tips, and I really
Whoa.
would, but I feel like I need to do my part and start wearing my dungarees up really high.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
kind of where I'm
dude.
going this summer. I'm trying to, I'm doing my part.
Dude, it's people will see that, you're infinitely wiser than you were when you first started wearing them by the height of your
Mhm.
dungarees.
Mhm.
No doubt, dude. I really do feel that way though. Like men, I don't know. Like
Something about the way that they wear their pants.
I look so
Mhm.
retarded in a suit, and I wish I didn't. You know what I mean? Like if I put on a suit, they're like I look
we'll
I-
never know.
I look like Mr. Hanky wearing a suit.
When you die, you don't want to be in a suit.
No, well, I don't want to have a funeral.
What?
I don't want to have a funeral.
Sorry, excuse us, Mike. We're just gonna discuss our
No,
last
go
questions
for
real quick.
it.
No, dude.
What do you mean?
I don't want to have a funeral.
I know you want to be cremated, but you don't want to have a funeral. You don't want people to look at you.
I want someone to cremate me, and I swear to God, I want someone to throw me over the catch fence at
Who's someone?
the Dover Speedway when they wave the green
Okay.
flag. And I'm not joking.
Pardon me,
Did-
I'm just spreading my loved one's ashes here.
Didn't somebody do that this weekend at Daytona?
Yes, yeah, that's how dude. I can't imagine a better way to honor a white trash piece of shit like myself.
Yeah.
Oh,
Then
he's
when
crying. He's gonna cry.
I'm not crying.
Not even the Lions.
When I die-
You prefer NASCAR over the Lions?
Over the Detroit Lions, that's tough. I'm a huge Detroit Lions fan, but
Uh-huh.
I think you're gonna have. They're not really checking people at NASCAR
That's true.
events.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
have a harder
yeah.
time at the Lions game.
They're gonna have facial recognition and stuff. It's not even that you have to worry about putting me on the Detroit Lions field. You have to worry about when like the CIA comes 3 days
Right,
later and they're
right.
like they have 50 angles
Like,
of
what
it.
the fuck did you dump on that field?
Yeah, you don't have to
Like,
worry about that at
My
the
dead
fucking.
husband.
Yeah, I don't know.
But-
If you do it at NASCAR, like a bunch of people are gonna breathe me in and be like, "I'm
That's
honored."
amazing.
It's gonna be like a Jelly Roll Grammy speech. They're like, "I've never been happier to have this is an honor for me. I love your husband. I never met him, and I love your husband.
You're right.
Hell yeah, brother."
Dude, it's tough. I mean, you're going to be put in a position though, Lauren, where it's like, yeah, the downside is like you're facing a lot more trouble if you do it at the Lions game, but you don't have to deal with wind because they play indoors.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
the ashes will go where you want them to go. But if you do it at Dover, it is, I don't know, I don't know, I guess like a much more romantic spreading of the ashes, but you just have to hope that the conditions are right, that they don't blow right back in your face.
Right.
No. What you're gonna do is you're gonna wait till they wave the green flag,
And
the aerodynamics
inertia.
will suck me
Okay.
onto the track.
Oh, now you got
And
homework to do on top of all
God
this
damn
grease
it,
that you're
I
dealing with.
failed physics.
With a little bit of luck, Joey Logano will breathe me in.
Oh, okay.
That's my end goal.
At least you'd get on his bald ass head.
You need to be wearing a crop top, and you're gonna need to purchase some boots if we're gonna do this the way I want it.
Checkered flag
Oh.
or
Mike, what are your burial plans or after life plans?
I want my ashes loaded into a hot dog gun and shot into the toilet at Disney World.
what?
It's fitting for a guy like me. I get to be in a place I love, but like not in any place that's really, I don't know, really where people are going to really think that somebody's having their ashes launched. Also, too,
Okay.
like one thing I've considered is, I've considered looking into like having my body donated to a necrophiliac film studio.
Oh my god.
Because you got to think, like, anytime these guys like obtain like a corpse, it's always under like the cloak of darkness and secrets have to be kept. But like, what if somebody's just like,
That's
dude,
the fun.
yo, rest easy for one fucking day, boys. Just have at it.
Oh my god.
Yo, here's
What
a
if-
signed statement saying you're not held culpable for anything you're doing here,
That's
and I
right.
fully consent to everything you're doing. And just
Wow.
letting the guys wail on me until I look like a fucking finished rotisserie chicken.
What it?
Fuck science. You're gonna give your body to the weirdos?
Yeah,
like
it's like, here's the deal. It's like I think part of what gets these weirdos off is the secrecy and the shame of everything. But let's see like how about that lifestyle they are
That's right.
if
What-
they
It's
have
handed
somebody
to
who's
them.
fully consenting. Yeah, and I realize I'm saying all this with my windows wide open, so my neighbors are hearing every word of this.
They're they're picking at you like that someone does in a movie when they don't like a food. They're
Yeah.
just like popping a finger in your ass and like, yeah, this is all right.
Oh man! All right, now I'm rethinking this because like if somebody complained about
Yeah.
anything about my corpse, and I was like watching this happen from heaven, I would be furious.
Yeah, dude. Like if they're not really appreciating you,
Well, it's
and
like a free meal too. You don't really
Yeah.
you can't really complain about a free meal.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, the chicken was all right, but the roast beef, I wouldn't get that again. It's like, fuck you.
honestly, now I'm rethinking my burial plans. We're incredibly close to Havre de Grace,
Oh,
and there's a burial plot open beside Tom Myers' burial plot.
No.
So I might want to rest in
No, you
eternity
do-
with Tom Myers, dude.
Oh,
You do not
the
want-
Tom Myers from comedy.
Yes.
Yeah, dude, I know him well.
We know him, unfortunately.
Dude, he seems like the man. I've only met him. Well, I haven't met him, but I've only like briefly talked to him on the internet. And
Mm-mm.
I thought somebody was fucking with me when they sent the friend request. But it seems like it actually is Tom Myers, and very sweet guy.
No. You
He
need
No?
to meet him in person, bud.
he blocked me because I shared something from, well, this was like during the pandemic. He said the funniest sentence to me ever. I reshared something from Cumtown, and he was like, I thought we were cool. And I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? And he's like, these people spread slander and lies about me and you support them. And then he said the funniest sentence. He said, so long, cum boy. And he fucking blocked me. Tom is kind of the man. I met Tom at High Tops in
He's
like,
so strange.
are you familiar with High Tops?
No.
So Shane used to do High Top. It's this bar in Timonium, Maryland, kind of by Magoobies. I know you know Magoobies.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah.
It's 3 minutes away from Magoobies, and it was like a live music venue. And there used to be a show there called Drink Till We're Funny that was every Sunday night,
Mhm.
put on by a guy named T. Brad Hudson, who was in the 9/11 towers during 9/11, and then he
holy
became
shit.
a comic.
Yeah.
So then there was some sort of barricade situation, and he stopped doing it. Like the SWAT team came.
That
Yeah.
dude had crazy lore. I don't know.
Yeah, it was crazy, but good guy. Depending on
Who
you
you
know
ask?
the SWAT team, and I met Tom at High Tops, and he was super nice to me. And I never forget sitting with Lauren and my younger sister, and we were eating pizza, and he would not stop staring at my younger sister's tits, who, by the
Oh,
way, was
Jesus.
like
She
17.
Was, yeah, 17 at the time.
And he had to roll his tongue back up into his mouth like a fucking Tom and Jerry cartoon.
Oh,
Like, he
Jesus
was-
Christ.
He was blotting his pizza, and he was missing the pizza. He was
Another
blotting the
time
grease.
he sat with us while we were having like a date before the
Yeah,
show. And he
yeah.
just sat down with us.
Well, that's the kind of romantic guy I am, Lauren. I like to fit dates in before I do comedy.
Hey,
you know?
will you come record me, do this comedy set, and I'll buy you pizza?
Aw.
But no, Tom's a cool dude, but he's
He's just strange. I'm sorry. He just gives off kind of weird vibes. I don't know. As a woman, that's all I gotta say. He's weird.
well, look, he's very litigious. So I'd like to point out that Tom's nothing but a great dude, a model citizen. No, but he it's weird because he could lean into it and he would be so much bigger than he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he could
Yeah.
just lean into it, but that's what makes him magical.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think I'd like to spend eternity beside Tom Myers
All right. Great.
if I had to beside him and his parents.
That's
They have a
probably a
burial.
really expensive plot.
It's actually not that bad.
Oh,
I
really?
think I could get like a payday loan and we could fucking just sign the dotted line and I'd be good. I don't know where
That's
you're
so
gonna
nice.
be.
No,
Just
that's
the-
fine. I don't
just
need
the-
to be there.
Just to stick the fucking car title loan with the bill while you're already in the ground.
Yeah, dude. And you know what? I might get him to go halves on it if I tell him my sister's going to be buried beside me.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. We're coming up on an hour. Oh, we're at an hour, man. You want to wrap it up?
Yeah, dude, I have to do a Zoom in a few minutes. So if that's cool with you guys,
Yeah.
and dude, if it's cool with you guys, I would love to come back anytime, man. This has been a blast.
Oh,
Yeah, dude, we'd
of
love to have you
course.
back. This has been a lot of fun, man. I appreciate you doing the show. We can wrap it up. I'm gonna end the stream here in a second. I'll play our outro music, and then if you don't mind, just leaving the browser open for like 30 seconds so the audio can sync.
Oh, no doubt, man.
Mike, do you have anything you want to plug, man?
Yeah, if anybody wants to like check out any of my books or anything I'm doing, most of what I'm doing is at onperks.com. Also, I'm writing my fucking gay dad blog again. So if you're on Substack, it's a terrible dad blog on there. I do really enjoy writing it, and I did it like over fucking 12 years ago, and I had a lot of fun, and then I just stopped doing it, and I wanted to write more consistently again, so I started that back up, and I'm really enjoying doing that. So check that out.
Hell yeah,
Cool,
man.
cool.
And I can't recommend On Perks enough. I have a copy signed. You signed my copy, by the way. I've got
Oh.
it sitting on a bookshelf right here beside me. So check Mike out,
appreciate
everything
it.
he does. Dad Meat, Little Stinkers, buy his books. He's fucking awesome. And check out his blog on Substack. Shout out to the hackers in the group.
That's right.
Oh, I
Mike?
appreciate you guys. Caleb and Lauren, you guys are fucking awesome. I really had a lot of fun tonight.
Oh,
Hell
thanks
yeah,
for
man.
coming on.
Thanks, dude. Here we go.
You guys rule.
Okay, we cap radio, bong hits and cameos. That's a perfect ratio. Yeah, let's get high and watch a movie, blowing bomb haze. Me and my fiance, we cap all day. Let's get high and watch a movie.